Hi there. I'm Kim Louie, a real estate broker right here in Waterloo Region since 2009. And if you're thinking about selling your home or even just preparing it for sale, what I'm about to share could directly affect your timeline and your final number. Design trends in 2026 have shifted dramatically, and understanding those shifts isn't about decorating. It's about knowing how buyers are feeling when they walk through your front door or even scroll past your listing online. So let's start with color. The all gray interior had a long run, but buyer sentiment has clearly moved on. What's rising is warm, immersive color: beiges, caramel, sage green, even soft navies. Zillow data shows color drenching is up 149% in listing descriptions year over year. Buyers want homes that feel like a sanctuary, not a showroom. And buyers are also seeking character: Art Deco inspired details, arched doorways, brass accents, curved edges, layered metals are all surging in searches and listing descriptions. Listing mentions of artisan craftsmanship are actually up 21%. Now, this doesn't require a gut renovation. One or two moments of character can completely change how a space feels. Surfaces are having a moment too. Natural stone with visible veining, full height backsplashes, lime wash walls, and plaster textures are replacing the safe, neutral, disappear into the background finishes that have dominated for the last decade. Open floor plans haven't disappeared, but buyers no longer want an undifferentiated open box. They want flow and definition: semi-closed layouts, dedicated home offices, reading nooks. These are all now selling points. In fact, Zillow mentions of reading nooks are actually up 48% year over year. Wellness design has gone mainstream as well. Spa-inspired bathrooms, biophilic elements, natural light, and spaces designed for quiet and rest are all climbing fast in both listings and buyer wish lists. Wellness mentions and listings are up 33%. And climate resilience is now a real factor in buyer decisions. Features like energy efficiency, solar readiness, EV chargers, and whole home backup systems are being evaluated the same way buyers evaluate a kitchen renovation, as a financial consideration. If you have these features, make sure your listing says so clearly. Now, on the flip side, there are things buyers have moved past: all gray and stark white interiors, overdone farmhouse styling, matched finish everything, open shelving as a kitchen default, and single-use themed bonus rooms. These don't necessarily tank a sale, but they can create buyer hesitation. And here's what ties all this together. 85% of buyers say listing photos are the most critical factor when deciding which homes to visit online. Warm, textured, layered spaces photograph dramatically better than sterile, minimalist ones. What your home looks like on a screen directly affects how fast it moves and at what price. The good news is that many of the most impactful updates are going to be cosmetic. A $1,000 to $2,500 refresh, warm paint, updated hardware, swapped light fixtures, maybe a statement accent wall can all meaningfully shift how a home is perceived and how it photographs. The key is knowing which updates are worth making in your specific price range and your specific neighborhood, and which ones you can skip entirely. If you want to walk through your home and talk about what makes sense before you list, that's exactly the kind of conversation I'm here for. Reach out. A short call could make a real difference in your results. And if you want the full breakdown with sources, I've linked the complete blog post below. It covers everything we talked about today in detail. Worth a read before you make any decisions.